Hello and welcome to Let Us Farm. My name is Emelefon Noel Oge of Let Us Farm. So today we'll be talking about what is the full meaning of FCR in catfish farming and how do you determine your FCR in catfish farming. So we shall be looking at this and more other things on catfish farming. Remember, I said this year we're going to learn a lot starting from the beginning. So if you have any other thing you want me to discuss, kindly drop it under the comment section so that I will look at it and I will discuss it and make you understand. And if you're having any problem in your farm whatsoever, simply do a video of your catfish farm. Do this video while feeding and send this video to 081-353-48909. So when I look at this video, I will be able to help you out with your problem free of charge. Remember, all my services are absolutely free. So I'll be right back to discuss this. Welcome back. So like I said, today we're talking about FCR in catfish farming. So FCR simply stands for feed conversion rate. Now in agriculture, what we do is that we try to understand how many feed, like how many, what is the percentage a fish or a animal we eat and convert it to feed. In other words, you want to know like what is the kilogram of feed an animal we eat, then convert that to energy. So it is the percentage taken in and percentage it converts to. That's the meaning of FCR in a layman's understanding. So like you may have known, in other practices you always have an almost accurate FCR where you are told that an animal we need to eat like 2 kg worth of food to get like 1 kg worth of body weight. But in catfish farming, how does this actually work? Now, the reason why this question is coming in is that most people are always asking me, okay, now you have given us number of feed that our catfish is supposed to eat. So what is the FCR of that feed? That is, what is the feed conversion rate of that feed? That is, what is the expected weight gain of that feed? That is, for instance, for those of you who don't know, most of my calculations that I do, that I say number of bags of feed, those bags of feed I'm talking about are standard bags of feed used in Nigeria, which is simply 15 kg. However, there could be other feed sizes that are more than that. So in case you've watched any of my video and you are just hearing, oh, use 100 bags of feed, sorry for not being explicit in my explanation. What I'm talking of is 100 kg fish feed of 15 kg per bag. So if you are outside Nigeria and where you have like 25 kg and you have 100 kg bag of feed, simply divide that with what I am saying, so that probably your side what you have is like 100 kg and I'm saying 100 bags. Wow, that's too much. That's not what I'm saying. So having said that, the FCR in catfish farming is not calculated that easy the way it is in other animal or other practices. Now I will explain why. In catfish farming, it is not the food that you give immediately that determines the body weight of a catfish. No, the reason is simple. A catfish lives 100% of its life inside water. Now, a catfish digestive system works with the body temperature as at the time of digesting. So that is why you notice that in a mild climate when the temperature of the water is not that hot, it's not that cold, your catfish tends to eat very well. But when the temperature of water is too hot, the catfish will simply go down the water to go and cool down the water under the water because it is very extremely hot. Then when you have extremely cold weather, your catfish will also look for a place inside the pond where it can get a little bit warmth. That's why sometimes you see catfishes clustering together to generate heat so that they could be able to stay afloat. So when this situation happens, these three situations I mentioned, when it happens, you discover that it affects the way they eat. And for the fact that it affects the way they eat, it also affects their digestive system. So in this regard, if a catfish is able to eat because the temperature is normal, Then it goes to digest that food, and in the process of going to digest that food, it is being disturbed with too much stock in that pond. It can't still give you the average weight conversion it's supposed to give you. Example, if you notice it, when your catfish is after eating, they swim out from the place they ate. What they are trying to do is to look for a convenient state, a convenient position to stay and be able to digest the food. But that's why when you hear me talking about overstocking, these are some of the problems that you have when you overstock. So in the process of that catfish trying to get a place of quietness where it will stay to get digestion occur, you overstocked. So there is disturbance. The fish keeps moving up and down. In that process, the digestion of the feed now takes its toll. So it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. It gets reduced because of that movement of that catfish. So automatically, again, it affects the digestive system of a catfish. So what this is trying to mean is that there is no pure situation of you to have a conversion rate directly from feeding to conversion. So if anybody comes on air and say, hey, when your fishes eat 1 kg, they give you half kg of body weight, it's not correct. But the unfortunate thing is that most people don't know. It's just like sometimes when you just start something and to you understand that probably you have known this more than some other people with you. You try to take advantage of trying to teach them, let them make payments to you so that you are like, there's a proverb that says that a man with one blindsightedness is like a king, where people with 2 blindsightedness is. That's just what it means. So people don't understand this. So you hear a lot of calculation where you are told that if your fishes eat 3 tons, that's 3,000 kg of feed, you're expecting to get like 1,500. It can't be correct, because like I have mentioned now, there are different things that control this situation. So I don't live inside anybody's pond. I don't manage anybody's feed. So I can't be able to say it. Some people will say, okay, what if everything is done 100%? What will it be? I can't answer the question because I know that there is something that is done 100%. I have no proof of doing my 100%. So I can't probably give you what I don't have. It's better you are able to explain the way it happens than trying to like confuse people the more. So in reality, the best way for you to calculate what your fish FCR will give you, this is what I am trying to explain now. For you to be able to calculate the FCR, that is the feed conversion rate of your catfish, what you have to work on is to work on the parameters that will lead to this conversion. So when you work on that parameters, hope for the best result. Now, the funny and interesting thing is that there are some times when you give your fishes 1 kg worth of feed, when you want to sell and do your calculation, you discover that these little fishes are even getting like 1.5 kg, 1.2 kg body weight. But again, there are some certain times that you give them 2 kg worth of feed. During sales, you discover that they are giving you 1 kg body weight. So that's why I said, for you to get it perfectly correct, what you have to do is work on the parameters. What are these parameters? You make sure that there is a very good pond spacing for your catfish. So when you have that good pond spacing, you know that the issue of digestion, you are solving it. Then make sure that the feed that your fishes are eating has the best nutritional content. That's why I say people cutting costs, trying to like cut costs. When you cut costs, those things that are supposed to give your fishes the nutritional value that they need, you cut it off. So when you cut it off, they cannot have anything to convert to the energy that is the weight gain you want to sell. Please, if I am being much on what I am saying, probably I'm using terminologies that you don't understand, just explain that in the comment section. Then I will be able to still break it down the way you understand it. So that's the reason why when I say it, why I'm saying it is that for you to understand that your fishes need to eat nutrition. So when they eat nutrition and then you have provided good space for them, then if fortunately, because you cannot control the weather situation, you can only control the space, control the species that you stock, then control the nutritional content of the feed that you give them, and control them eating to satisfaction. You can only control these 4 things. So when you control these 4 things, if nature gives you a very good weather balancing, what will happen is that when they now eat the good food, they have a good space to stay for digestion. Then the water situation, as at the time, the temperature, the neatness of the water, as at the time they ate it, is good. They have good place to stay and digest the food. They now give you good result. You see, that is how the FCR of fish works. So in other words, it is that thing that you give, you will still get at the end of the day. But what will either increase or reduce it is the condition of the time and the environment or where you give the fish. So if everything I said now is still not clear to you, kindly use the comment section. But if you still want me to come further and explain it the way you want, just say that in the comment section. I will do my best to explain it further. So if you have any other question on this, kindly call or kindly send me a WhatsApp message. Please do not bother calling me because I will not pick. I might be too busy to be doing all that thing. So just send me a message. I will reply you as soon as I get any available time. The number to send this message is 081-353-48909. And until I come your way next time, my name is Emele Fonwell Oge of Let Us Farm. Keep farming. It's a way of life.